Coach Kane here, the rugby whisperer, helping you to tame the animal that is rugby. And today, well, let's just have a look at a comment and a quote from a brilliant man, probably the most successful coach in the history of the game, Steve Hansen, on whether or not Snyman should be cited for his clear-out on Brodie Retallick that left the ladder with a dislocated shoulder. He said, no, it's a big boys game. And that's the thing about Steve Hansen, and this is why the All Blacks are so successful. You will never see them crying about a referee's decision or about something that happened. They will never accept that as the blame as to why they lost a contest. If you look back at that British and Irish Lions series, where the ball supposedly knocked forward to a man in an offside position at the end there, as much as Kieran Reid was crying, as much as all the All Blacks fans were crying, as much as the whole world was crying about the French referee, Steve Hansen dug in his heels and said, we just weren't good enough. And you know what, guys? Let's be honest. We can't keep blaming referees for these singular things and saying that was the reason why we didn't come up trumps. Look back to these South Africans, and we're guilty of this as well as supporters. Last year with Andre Esterhuizen and Farrell, come on, man. You can't say just because Farrell made a tackle or made a shoulder charge on Andre Esterhuizen, that's why we lost the game. I mean, for goodness sake, the Springboks owned that game for 65 minutes and couldn't only score one try. That's not good enough. If you're not scoring tries, if you're not clinical, if you don't finish, you don't win. It's simple as that. You have to finish. You have to take it on the chin. You have to stop blaming referees. The quicker coaches become like Steve Hansen and not like Michael Checker, the whinger, the whiner, and he is proper Australian whinge whining, you know, brilliant coaches from that country like Eddie Jones and Rod McQueen. Here comes Checker and he just cries about everything. You know, the quicker we become like Steve Hansen and Rassie Erasmus, is another guy that doesn't cry too much, and Heineke Meyer before him, the quicker we become like that and we start to accept responsibility as coaches and we start to improve our team as opposed to trying to change referees' decisions, the quicker we do that, the quicker we become successful. And that's why these All Blacks are so successful. That's why they've won the last 2 World Cups. That's why their win rate percentage is mad. I mean, they haven't even had a good, let's say, last, 12 months? Yet, they're top. They're top of the world rankings. That's how good they were. They had such a lead. That's how brilliant they were. So kudos to them. Snyman, you heard it from me before. He was perfectly coming through the gate. He hit him hard and low. He wasn't going off his feet. He properly cleaned him out and then went to ground, which is fine. It's up. Referee will be happy with that. Doesn't matter how he ends up. He could end up with his head facing to his own try line. As long as he entered the ruck through the gate, and the gate is a meter, Retallick was on the ball as well. South African supporters, Retallick was not coming from the side as well. He was coming through the gate. He was trying to play the ball. It wasn't a ruck yet because everyone was off their feet. He was the only man on his feet, which makes him liable to play the ball. And the cleanout was good. Boys, no. It's a big boys game. And that's just the way it is. You heard it first from me. This is Coach Kane, the rugby whisperer, helping you to tame the animal that is rugby. Please like, share, subscribe. And let's go see if the Springboks can win a World Cup.